So it's true they say love is a beautiful thing, all right? And if you've never been in love, let's get into the topic for today. Thank you for tuning in. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. You'll truly be blessed and inspired on here, all right? Today, I want to talk to us about love. I want to talk to us about love. What is love, I'm not defining love though. I just want to talk to us about love and some things that have been happening and what I think, again, from a Christian's perspective, right? I understand the place of supporting one another and just being there for your partner, right? I'm talking about, this is a relationship for people that are mingling, they're yet to be married, right? Or people that are courting or that are into something serious or not serious. I just want to say that through some caution in what you're doing. Now, why am I saying this? In recent times, I've read several stories of a lady or ladies that sponsored their spouse or that gave everything they had, made him, in quotes, made him who he is, and this guy moved on to marry another person. Or even scenario of a man that has taken all his money because he's in a relationship with this lady and he invests so much of his money and time training her, and when she's done with school or she feels she's more educated, she says, I no longer want you, and it ends in heartbreak and suicide and killings and all these evils that if we just throw some caution, then we will not get there. There is nothing wrong in supporting your partner, but I'm not so sure of this sudden need to want to sponsor. I had a recent one. She sponsored the guy over to the US, and the next thing the guy came, and after a while the guy is marrying somebody else, of which she brought him, so that they've been in this relationship all this while. So she brought him over so that they could, get married and do stuff. But he was with some other person. I want to believe that there were signs that showed that he was not into her. If a man is constantly showing you, I'm not into you, or you're not enough, there is no point. And that's why you shouldn't use your money to sponsor a man. You shouldn't use your money to do things for be it a man or a woman. Do it because you want to, not because you're investing into something you're not so sure. If you've ever done business like I have, or you've ever just been into any sort of business, sometimes you put your money and you get a loss, maybe because you did not, it wasn't a calculated or wise risk. But these things happen. But if you're choosing to sponsor somebody and you don't know where their heart is for you, you have to be careful. It's better you decide to help, not that you're sponsoring because you know that they will do right by you, right? If you go through the Bible, you don't see women doing this kind of stuff for men. That's not to say that if as a helper you cannot help, but I'm saying that dedicating all your resources, and you have family members that maybe you would have helped, or maybe there were people that caught your attention to, like, be careful, this guy is not what he says he is, or he's a user, he's using, because yes, we have those kind of men and those kind of women in our society today, people that use people. He sees that you're rich, you're well-to-do, and what you lack is a relationship, so he poses like that man you want just so he can get what he can get out of you. Be careful as you go about sponsoring people that you're not committed to, or that you're not sure about God's mind about both of you. Even when you're sure about God's mind, you have to still throw caution, right? The Bible says wisdom is profitable to direct. You've been in a long distance relationship, and all this while this guy is doing nothing. You're sending him upkeep money. Now you make his papers and bring him overseas to join you. And in no time of reaching overseas, he's marrying somebody else. It means he's always been with this person. It's well calculated, but you just didn't see it. Maybe you were so in love, or you were so desperate to be in a relationship, so desperate to be married. Some people are just not in our league. Can we own up to that, right? You're investing in a lady that you know she's not into you. You know the guy's not into you. Why are you doing that? You need to love yourself enough to know that the person that really wants me will be with me, not someone I'm begging or I'm trying to do favors for so they can be with me. Again, I'm talking about love, but it just goes on every kind of relationship, be it friendship. You can't be forcing to be with people that keep showing that they don't want you in their life, or they are just using you. That's how we get hurt, right? For me, I really don't understand this thing of sponsoring when there is no commitment. There are other people that they have done things like that and they are still together with this person because there was something solid, or they were willing. But when you see someone is not, it's true that they would have hurt you, but I'll advise you cut your losses and let it go. It's not worth dying for. Because even if they pretend and they marry you, they'll still keep doing stuff behind you. So it's better that it happened now. Is it true it hurts, but you move on from that. I heard a recent one that the guy's been sponsoring this girl all along. She finishes from the university, and on her graduation, he proposes, and she says, no, I cannot marry someone like you. You're below my standard. You're not as educated as I want. You know, she's been in the university. She's seen all these fine people. And the guy said, all right, is that it? All right, no worries. But let me just take you out to celebrate your day. You don't want him, but you still want his money. What is that? You don't want him, but his money is still good. He doesn't fit your spec, but his money fits everything you need. Is that it? And so this guy takes her out and ends up poisoning her, and she dies. What is the point? You didn't want him. Why didn't you just let it go? Let your parents, or you work hard and take care of yourself. Love is beautiful, but let's be guided as we go sponsoring, all right?